Hey everyone, welcome to first person gameplay commentary. My name is Dry Bear, and this time around I'm playing Bastet in the left lane. Again, I have a very big list of gods that I need to play for everybody, so I'm going to go ahead and play those through. Bastet is on the list. Of course, I haven't played her in so long, so I'm going to play a game here with Bastet. Again, this is going to be a 5Q with Tyler, Snoopman, Dark Moose, and Crew Shisu. And we're going to be playing here. Hopefully this is a good game here. We'll see how it works out. I have damage buff and blue buff, which means I kind of just do exactly whatever it is that I want. Gonna poke that out. Bastet is a melee physical carry. She doesn't really have much going for her. Oh, the dunk. Kind of just poking with the leap there and then leap on back. So of course, melee physical carry with Bastet. That's what you get with her. I know, watch out for that Fenrir damage. That Fen roar. Get a free poke off on him. I'm going to burn him down a little bit. Make sure he's low enough that if he jumps on us, we can easily just kill him. Get a poke off. So the passive for Bastet, every time she dies, up to 9 deaths, she will respawn 25% faster. Arguably one of the worst passives in the entire freaking game. Oh, that dunk. They're kind of just girdling and running around. I'm trying to wait for an opportunity to go in without having to be jumped on. And I have to worry about like my overall HP just because Fenrir does a ton of damage, so that if I drop to a certain percentage, he will be able to finish me off. So I'm going to make sure that I maintain a certain percentage above so we can't, get that final kill there. So I'm kind of just waiting for that. Free poke there. Going to burn him down a little bit. And a little bit more. So our passive makes her respawn faster. First ability is called Pounce. This is a leap ability which has a pretty big area of landing. You'll do a physical damage in an area when you land, and then 4 seconds after, 4 seconds after, you will be able to activate it again, leaping back to where you came from. So you leap back to where you originated. So now Fenrir is low enough that if he decides to jump on us, he will be killable. And keep in mind that when Fenrir leaps, you can break the leap by jumping. So that's why I'm saving my jump. I'm not really jumping in as much as I used to at the low levels. First ability does physical damage. You can leap back when you activate it again. Second ability is called Razor Claws. It's a cone damage over time effect. It's simple as that. It does interact with ultimate, and I'll cover that in a second. Third ability is called Nine Tails. This is a little whip that shoots out, doing physical damage in an area and slowing. So it's a big burst in AoE, doing physical damage and slows. Fourth ability, of course, is the ultimate called Cat Call. You will summon 3 cats that will stay alive for a certain duration and chase down enemies, doing physical damage to them and slowing them. If you have anyone bleeding from your 2 effect, your Razor Claws, this was what I mentioned earlier. If you have anyone bleeding during that duration of your ultimate, they will target those first. So if you have a specific god you want them to jump on to burn them down, or someone without a leap or an escape, or someone who really can't get in. Let's see if we can't get anything here. Probably could have ulted there and killed him. I'm going to wait for one more ultimate opportunity. Put that bleed on him. So like, I want to get on Fenrir. I want the cats to focus on one specific. I'll just dunk them with my... Ooh, I don't know if he could have ulted there or not. He probably could have. Probably could have. Let's see. There goes one death. They're so passive. They scared. So what I can do is I can just throw the Razor Claws on Fenrir specifically and then throw my cats out. The cats will then ignore all enemies, gods and mains included, and go directly for Fenrir. You can also summon your cats and be able to kill Gold Fury Fire Giant with them. The cats will attack any specific like NPCs or mobs like the Fire Giant or the Gold Fury. They're so passive. Get out! Get out here! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. An ally has been slain. What? The cats didn't get him. Oh my god, that's crazy. So close, man. They're so close. Oh man. So that was a close one. You see, I'm kind of being really careful here. I don't really want to die, but it was real. I thought the cats were actually going to finish him off. I thought the cats had him low enough. I guess he got a heal off, and then the cats died, or they turn around, or whatever. You can see the cats only focus. They do prioritize gods. That's something to keep in mind as well, as they will prioritize gods when they're trying to do things. Let's see if we can't get some active items this game. Aegis would be really nice. Just gonna get tier 1 and some consumables, and then we'll head out. As far as my second item, I could go for beads for Fenrir's ultimate, and also for the Guan Yu stun and silence, and also for the Poseidon slow. But beyond that, I don't really need it too much. I might go for meditation or just sprint. I think sprint would be really valuable for me here. So the damage buff was retaken. So Hebo picked that up. And wait for that to pick this up. We're actually 1 in 5 right now, so we're actually not doing so great. But we'll come back. Bastet does a lot of damage, keep that in mind. Bastet is a very, very high damage character. But one of the biggest downfalls of Bastet is her ultimate isn't so great in the mid stages and the late stages of the game if there's a lot of AoEs going on, because the cats will just die. And of course, she doesn't really have it passive like other characters will. I mean, obviously, Sun Wukong has it passive that allows them to move around the map and farm very quickly. You look at Arachne's passive, where it allows her to, you know, do extra damage with her passive. You see the passive from, you know, all these characters do like a ton of extra damage, or give them good CC or movement or something that allows them to do better in team fights. Whereas Bastet's passive is all about her dying, so it's not really that great for mid and late game. It's not really a very valuable passive. And again, it does at 9 deaths. Once you have 9 deaths, you no longer have a passive anymore. You literally don't have a passive once you've died 9 times, and it's not really something that's really that valuable. You got a free poke off on there from my 3. Doing some good damage. And I'm just going to wait for an opportunity to just jump in, jump out. Bastet has a lot of poke, with her 1 being able to leap in, leap out.
An enemy has been slain.
They're so freaking passive. Gonna get poke off there. Again, once I can cancel that leap once I leap myself, so that's a good idea there. As far as my first item goes, they have 2 physical and 3 magical. The magical is avoidable in some cases. Just gonna wait for opportunity for this to clear. I might just pop my cats up on Fenrir if we get them low enough. Getting that last little hit here. Hopefully he survives. Oh, whew. Fenrir got out as well. Fenrir was forced to retreat. So what I did is I leaped away from the Fenrir ultimate and then turned around and immediately popped my cats and did as much damage as I possibly could. Mid is missing, so I need to be careful about that. That's going to target me on the tower. So it's going to do some good clearing and then head home. I don't really want to get caught here. Make sure I stay alive as long as I can. What I can do is just go for some lifesteal. Keep myself alive. And then we'll get some stacks up on that. And it gives me a lot of damage, which means that my 2 and my 3 and my cats will also do more damage themselves. See if we can't cover up the mid lane. Looks like they're going to rotate over and cover mid lane for him. We're 6 and 5 now. We were 1 and 5, so we got 5 kills in a row, which is really, really good. We only got 1 kill over on our side, but it looks like they've been rotating on the right side and getting lots of kills over there, which is really good. So it's going to turn into a really good game. Looks like we're up by about 1.7k, but they're not out of it yet, and they have a really good engagement. Unfortunately, Vulcan went for a Doom Orb, and he's 0 and 2, so it's not really the biggest benefit for him. Let's see what they decided to do here. The damage buff will go to Hebo. Looks like they want to rotate over and gank. Just barely missed that. Just barely missed that. As far as skill build goes, you always want to max out your 2 first. Always. It's your best ability by far and does the most damage out of anything else. Next, some people max out the 3, some people max out the 1. Depends on how you're going to be playing. Some people say that they don't like using the 1 for damage because you don't have it for escaping. Some people say that the 1 does the most damage in AoE, so it's good for farming. And that is true. The 2-1 combination, if you can stack up the wave, is very strong and clears the wave very quickly. The AoE damage from your 1 is very powerful. But again, you have the other argument where some people don't like doing it because then you're using your 1 offensively and you won't have it to escape if you need it. If you're wondering why Bastet doesn't really get picked up, it's because her damage is really good, but she doesn't have a very good kit for team fights or for surviving or for engaging in battles and big group fights and team fights and all that kind of stuff. So that's one of the reasons why she doesn't get picked up. It's just because she doesn't have that level of team fight prowess like a monkey would or anything like that. Kind of just waiting for an opportunity to get a poke on here. This could turn into a really long game. And if Bastet's fed, she has a lot of damage. She's a very good carry. I'm missing that, but got a lot of damage off on him. We gotta come back and help this. He's gonna get caught here and probably fall, but might be able to clean up afterwards. Ooh, no. We just got collapsed on really hard. Really hard, unfortunately.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
Kinda just poked this down, I guess.
Your middle tower is
I need a little bit more gold. Oh, here's Fenrir. I might be dead. He already leaped, and there he is. He just needs a little bit. I'm just gonna eat just that. And he's gonna be forced out there. Kali's coming though, so I might want to come in and get a slow off on him if I can. Got that slow. Might be enough to help her out. I don't really know who's rotating, so I'm just gonna go ahead and head home. I did the best I could to help it out. We're only a little bit for this to finish. I just need 10 more gold, and I'll be able to stack this up with my Devoureur's gloves, and I'll just go into farming mode and get as far ahead as I possibly can. That was just a pretty bad situation. We had 3 rotating over left side, and then 2 came over. So we got collapsed on pretty hard there. We had all 5 players from the enemy team. That's what happens when you do a 5Q. So you have that, have to keep that in mind, that when you're kind of casually 5Qing with friends, that you may run into a 5-man team that is practicing, and they will call rotations and all that kind of stuff. So something to keep in mind while you're playing. But of course, we're all wonderful, talented individuals, so we'll be able to come back from this quite easily. So I'm going to stack up my Devoureur's gloves, and it's going to keep my damage up really high, and also give me that lifesteal, which is really valuable for giving me these extra little hits. Pick those off. Now I got 7 stacks.
an enemy has been slain.
Give me lots of those stacks. I'm up to 13 stacks already. I just bought my Devoureur's gloves. Now I'm up to 13 stacks, which is really good. I seem doing tons of damage right now. Forced to use this heal. Looks like Fenrir is mid, so I'm free to farm this as I like. Got the blue buff, so I just can use those spells to clear that out. Looks like we just got a kill. Oh, we just ended up dying in the mid lane, but traded it. Odin for Hebo is not a bad trade. Here comes Fenrir. I have my cats if I need them. Fenrir's just going to back off. Here's Poseidon. Guan Yu may have called it. Guan Yu's now rotating over. Gonna drop him quite low. Guan's gonna flank any second now. There is Guan Yu.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
So my cats are kind of attacking. They attacked the turret for a little bit and ran around because I didn't have anyone besides the Guan Yu who had that that bleed on him. Gonna clean that up, come over here, get some stacks, and then head on home. Looks like left will be able to hold itself for another 30 seconds or so, and I'll be able to go home and get some farm, get some items. Need to be very careful about my positioning, make sure I'm always in the right place at the right time, and farming really well. Go ahead and head home here. At this point, I'm just going to go for Executioner. Really, we just need a lot of damage. What I kind of want to do is finish level 2 of this Aegis Amulet. Might need to go for beads, actually. Right, let's get a sprint. There's my sprint. So, let's see. We're up by gold, actually. So, we're 10-9, but it's trading very evenly. And we have a Bastet and a Kali, which means our team fight isn't going to be as good as theirs. Fenrir doesn't have the greatest of team fights, but certainly has a much better team fight than Kali or Bastet. Just because he can initiate with his ultimate and can kind of jump around and do lots of damage, plus high mobility. So, just because we have Kali and Bastet means that even if we're ahead, we're still in trouble. Or still, still not, going to be able to finish this game as easily as we think we will. Just because of the fact that they have a stronger team fight than us, which means when it comes down to blows in the middle stage of the game, they will be able to dominate that if they play it perfectly and we screw up. So keep that in mind for this entire game, just kind of playing it back in that farm done. I need to get as much damage as I possibly can out of everything that I possibly can. Get those last hits on everything. Looks like Kali just dropped in the right lane. He's going to run into Guan here. He's going to back off. Fenrir's going to come around.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I don't know exactly what they're going for here. I want to get one of these. There we go. Mid just got pushed down, which means they'll be able to rotate and get that double hit off there. That's slow as well. Pop this mana potion. We might have something rotating from mid, so we need to be careful about that rotation. I'm going to fall back a bit. This way, if they want to attack, they'll attack Odin first, which is good. He's healing himself a lot. What does he have? Void Stone. Well, that way I know he's maxing out his 2 first instead of his 3. Since that he's getting lifesteal from something, it has to be his ability. Again, careful because we might have something rotating. Don't know exactly where he is. So we get this blue buff here. We'll let this lane push up. There's nothing really to be gained over here. Still in good shape.
Enemies in the jungle. Careful middle. Enemy hitting middle.
Just getting those stacks from my Devourer's Gloves with that last hit. Now I'm stacked out. I don't know if I was stacked out before I threw that. I didn't really check. So let's see, we're going to have to go here. They're kind of running around. They're missing a little bit. They might be doing the jungle buffs as he mentioned. Looks like they're just going to get out. Guan Yu's now in the mid lane.
Get middle lane.
I don't know if we can do this or not. Good hit there. He kind of just got himself stuck there. He was in a really bad spot. Get the slow off on him. Take some damage, possibly go get this damage buff. It should go to Hebo, actually. Of all the people, it should go to the Hebo. Looks like Odin's trading with the Fenrir, so I'm going to head over here. It's going to be really close. Fenrir has enough mana to use abilities, so I don't know if he's going to try and chase us or not. Looks like he is.
An ally has been slain.
Pop this sprint. I don't know if it's going to be enough time, though. Very, very close snipe. Very, very close. So that was just enough. I got the very edge, and luckily he wasn't paying attention, so I was able to just land that little snipe there and finish him off. Fenrir's so quick, man. He's hard to keep up with sometimes. It's hard to keep up with. So now I have full stack Devourer's Gloves. I don't need have a huge need for healing potions. The healing potions don't give you a whole lot of HP. What they do give you is just a little bit more HP, but it's not a whole lot, and I can stack that out easily with my Devourer's Gloves instead of getting the healing potions. So if they want to go for a gank in the mid lane, we'll have my cats available. There's a Kali ultimate, and Vulcan might be stuck here. Use the Ichijama, go on your ultimate in response. Good kill. The cats were slowing him pretty well. Just gonna be forced back here. Looks like they want to do GF.
On my way. Retreat.
I don't know if he wants to jump over or not. I don't think he does. He does! He might actually ulti. End up falling there. Wasn't a whole lot they could do about it. Looks like they had good vision or good coverage. See if we can watch the rest of this fight. Odin's pushing them back. Getting a good creeping curse off, but they're actually chasing down our Hades. Hades falls down, defender from the backside. Odin. Is he going to be able to get it? Does he have a spin soon? Gunner's Might. He may actually be able to get this kill. He has a jump. He can't jump because he's crippled. This Odin is pretty beefy. Void Blade. Misses the Gunner's Might. A little bit of push there, and now he's dead. Guan Yu shouldn't have an ultimate for another 15-20 seconds or so. There's a good slow from the water. There's a Gunner's Might. Are they going to get the Guan Yu? Are they going to get him? Double kill. I mean...
Double kill. Oops. Nice job.
Got that clean up. So how are we doing? We're 2K ahead. We're just about 2K ahead. 2.8K, so closer to 3K. So this is going to turn out to be a pretty good game. Seems like they're pretty well put together. They probably had wards up on the Gold Fury. And that was just a good call from the Odin, realizing that I was by myself. Then what he could do is he could just go ahead and jump in, trap me, and get the damage out. Clear that out. Go do the blue buff. Fenrir's over here.
Retreat middle lane. Behind us. Enemy missing.
Uses ultimate in response. We should actually be able to get this Fenrir. He was out of mana right now. He's going to get bitten. He beads out of it, which is good. I'm going to get this slow off this turret, unfortunately. But should be enough to get this Fenrir. Now he's dead. Doing tons of damage. And the Hebo lived. Good stuff. That was a really good exchange there. And they're going to surrender at 23. I don't really know why they're surrendering. 3K behind, but I guess they are. We can talk a little about what happened there. Talk a little bit about that. I don't know exactly why they decided to surrender. It doesn't really make much sense to me. They weren't that far behind. They had a better team fight than us, but I guess they're going to surrender here. Seeing the damage numbers, pretty high. Bastet does a lot of damage there. Hebo did a ton of damage as well. Didn't take too much. Good farm. We had a good laning phase. Kali went for, this is a good build, going for the Jotun's Wrath on a physical assassin like Kali. I could have gone for a more defensive item here, but I was so far ahead, I just wanted to get that extra little attack damage off. Hebo went for a very standard utility-based, defense-based build with the gem first into the Voidstone. Hades went the Sovereignty, which helped out a lot with the auras. None of these builds were really bad. I liked a lot of these. I think it just came down to the fact that for some reason they decided they wanted to end it. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. I appreciate your views and subscriptions, and look forward to seeing you in my next video. I'm going to take this cue.